Hello, I am Bonnie, and I'm an artist and designer, and apparently now also a developer. This is my color palette lab, the color palette lab, and I'm going to just run through what it's capable of, show you what the interface looks like, and yeah, kind of explain as I go. So I built this because I needed it, and I was annoyed with the way that the other color tools out in the world function, and kind of the dead end that you find yourself in once you find these like pretty colors that don't actually work when you go to put them on a website or into a graphic, or you want something legible and accessible. So anyway, you can do. I have my starting colors, which this palette here is my personal palette, part of it anyway, and or you can come over here to generate starting colors. So in this section, I love you can put your palette name in or your brand name or whatever you want, because you'll see that at the bottom below later. But you can add more colors to your list and X them out if they're incorrect. You can make them brighter. You can come in here and play. You can name your colors. So this is actually, for me, it's Oxford Blue. Oh, it used to be. Nope. Anyway, we'll carry on. But yeah, you can name your colors. I love that. So let's play. You can also automatically add black and white to your palette, which is fun. I'm gonna leave this out for now. I'm gonna come over here and show you the generator. So default on the generator is random and 4 colors, but you can do up to 6. And yeah, they are quite random, but let's see. The neutrals are my least favorite, but I'm an artist. I don't know what to tell you. And this 6th one here really turns into like a punchy color. Like it's supposed to be punchy and crazy. So that's kind of fun. And this one's more neutral, but I love to just start with the 4 because I feel like that's a really solid starting point, because then you're going to need those like more contrasted colors. But I'll go ahead and show you 2. If you are loving these 2, but you're not loving these, you can lock up to 5 colors and shuffle just the remaining colors. So you can play with that. You can switch into blue. If you want like a blue-green palette, you can play like that. You can show your hex codes or not. I like it to just be totally like visual, but anyway. So, and then you can do either use this in the lab, or you can say add all to your step 1. So if you had colors, now you're adding more colors, or you're looking for more colors and you want to see how they play with your other colors that you already have, you can just add them to the step. But I'm going to wipe my other one and just use this random one in the lab. So they're dropped in there. It automatically sends me down here to step 2 and defaults to normal text. And right now I have no results, meaning none of these work together for proper contrast. So at large text, I have a couple that work per AA standards for contrast, global standards and all that. You can filter them this way if you'd like. So you can see your failing colors if you wanted. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. See, so many fails. It defaults to only passing. And then this is probably my favorite part, but this is the harmonize and balance section. And we've got a variety of harmony modes you can play around with. And this reads your palette and suggests colors, automatically gives you highlights and darker and accent midtones, etc., that match your palette that you have already. And so, for instance, since I have blue and green, I bet if I do this a few times, yep, there you go. Now we have a green. So if you can play that way, you do have to hit suggest colors again. I'm considering that, but I had to stop, tweaking it. I had to stop. But yeah, I really, really love this. I know we need like a dark in there, so I'm going to add a dark. And now, we have so many more options. And then I'm going to try to keep this short. I'm picking a couple to bring down here, because now it's showing me that palette, what I've got so far, and what these pairings look like in use, which is just, that was the part that I was like, I really need that. I'm going to bring a highlight in too, because we just don't have a proper highlight, I feel. This gives us possibility for our blues. I'm going to do one of these. Now we have more options. I don't know that I'm in love with this palette right now, but you get the idea. And you can still come up here and like, if this tone is not quite right, we got to go a little darker, a little lighter, and you want to play, you absolutely can. And it should update down here in real time. Oh, it kicked those out because now they're new pairings, so I have to add them back. But we'll be back. We'll be back in business here very soon. So I think it was this one. I don't remember exactly. But hopefully you get the idea. And then, yeah, you can copy your CSS. You can come up here and export your brand board. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to export it into just this beautiful board part right here. It is ready to store, share with clients, whatever you want to do with it. And that's it. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I would love your feedback and just insights and whatever your reaction is to this tool that I created. So have a good one.